Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new short story. The name of the short story is What If Naruto Was Hired by the Veins? And yeah guys, it is going to be a DC X Naruto crossover again with a single ship. And aside from that, yeah, shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to my boy Shulk Anand for suggesting me this idea. Now aside from that, I could have made a lot of ideas and a short movie as well. It's just that I'm taking medicine and yeah, my fever is going, down and up. I don't know why after an hour or so. At the very time, yeah, I'm feeling it rising again. So that is why, even though I wanted to make a short movie, I'm going to, end up with a short story. So I hope you don't mind and enjoy it. And if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Oh, and there will be no second story on my second channel today. And yeah, just enjoy. Now, without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Roll the intro. Our story begins in a dark alleyway as we see a couple and their kid walking back after watching a movie. As we see them having a nice conversation until they were stopped by a man at a gunpoint, and he began to tell them threateningly to give all they had to him. As the man tried to fight, but gunshots were heard, as the young boy who was amongst them closed his eyes in horror because he was too afraid to open them. But then he heard another voice. That was a close call, wasn't it? As when he opened his eyes, he saw that a 20-year-old man with blonde hair and tan skin and blue eyes and weird scars on his cheeks on both sides were standing there. As he looked at the thug, with a single punch, he threw him to the other side of the wall, knocking him out. Well, that takes care of it. You all should be careful. What were you doing all out here all by yourself in the night time, Mr. Vane? You know me, Mr. Naruto. Where are my manners? Naruto, are you from Japan? You can say something like that. I am from Japan, actually. Well, thank you for saving us. You have saved us, and how can we ever repay you? Well, I have nowhere else to stay. How about you let me crash at your place? I know you're loaded and all. I hope you don't mind. Nonsense, not at all. You can come and visit our manor. As after that we see Naruto arriving at the Vane Manor. There we see Alfred, their butler, quite suspicious of the said man. As in the night time, when the Vanes were resting, Alfred couldn't, because of his professionalism of the past, of being an agent and an assassin. He had certain instincts that tell him that this man was well trained in the arts of, assassinary and hitmanship. So he arrived in his room with a lot of, utensils, as he called them. And in an instant, a kunai was thrown right across his face, almost missing his nose. Careful, next time I won't miss. You missed on purpose, said Alfred. Obviously, I did. Who are you, really? What if I told you I am someone that you cannot comprehend, said Naruto, with a smile on his face. Try me. As after that, Naruto showed him something that he could not even comprehend himself. Marvelous. What is that? That is a Rasengan. And that is my jutsu. So, jujutsu really exists. Not jujutsu, it's jutsu. I see, but aren't they the same things? No. I use nature's force and chakra to combine and make this. What you see is a physical representation of chakra, and I alone am the only one who can use it at the time. Really now? Yes. Then, knowing all about them, why did you approach them? Well, for one, I wanted to save them, and two, it was freezing cold outside, and I wanted a nice, warm place to stay in. It has been quite a long time since I stayed at one place. Wait, so you're not from Japan? No. Then where are you from? You have a Japanese name, and you look somewhat Japanese, but you're also somewhat who looks like from America. I'm not from here, if that is what you're asking. Not from this world entirely, he said with a smile. Not from this world? Yeah. You can say that my own world was destroyed, and my stupid partner, because he thought that he owed me something. He threw me here while sacrificing his own life. He said with a sorrowful expression. So, your home, yeah, it is destroyed because of the chaos that they own created. Pardon, what do you mean by that? The chaos that the people there created. You see, all of the people in my world could use this power. And, well, with powers there is corruption, and always a need of wanting more. And there were some people who were like that, and they caused the world to go into chaos, even after there was some peace. But that didn't last long. So, in the midst of all this, my friend just threw me here. All of them did. They knew what I have sacrificed to get where I was, and they didn't want me to see how they all will meet their demise. I see, quite a hard. But why are you telling me this? Because I just met you, said Naruto, stopping him. Yes. Well, I know one thing, Alfred Pennywise. I can tell that you are a nice man, and your intentions were to protect them. And aside from that, you wanted to know who I was. Since you are no threat to me, and there is no reason for me to lie to you, why should I lie? I'm gonna tell you the truth. But what if I don't believe you? That is entirely up to you. As Naruto disappeared in front of his eyes and appeared right next to him with a kunai to his neck. Because I told you where I am from, and this is not possible, humanly possible here. As after that, Alfred Pennyworth was left quite shocked and dazed. And the next day, in the morning, we see the master of the house, Thomas Vane, was sitting in the lounge area and was reading a newspaper with a hot cup of coffee, as his wife Martha Vane came there as well. Well, Alfred, what did you find out about him last night? Well, he's not of any sort of danger, and I think you should hire him, since he has no other place to go. Oh, Alfred is finally opening up to someone, said Martha, quite surprised. Yes, ma'am. Let's just say it is my intuition that if he remains here, Master Bruce will certainly not be in danger, and he can be his guard. And after that, we see Naruto was told about this. So, you're going to hire me, and I have a place to live, eat, and all I gotta do is just to protect your son? Yes, and be his mentor, because we have seen your fighting skills. You cannot be with him all of the time, so he needs to at least have some sort of skills to protect against. My training methods are quite harsh, and there might be some bones that might break within them. Is he up to that challenge? Well, Martha was about to decline, but then Thomas then said, He is. He is a Vane, and I believe that if he has to go through some physical endurance training, then this is the best shot that we have. But, Thomas, Martha, enough. He's the future heir of the whole Vane Empire. He has to go through this, because it will teach him tolerance, endurance, and patience. It is like a test, then, said Alfred. Yes, Alfred, it is, old friend. Then it is decided. You will teach him your arts. Well, I will teach him certain arts, like taijutsu and so on. He cannot use chakra, though. Chakra? Didn't he inform me about what I'm afraid that I held back a lot of conversation. And after that, everything Naruto could do was revealed to them, and both of the Vane Smartridges were quite surprised by this, and were quite shocked at the same time. So you really are from different dimension, where humans have these powers. Yes, but, power corrupts people, some of them. And even after a world-ending disaster, there was some people who still wanted the world to end, and let's just say they got their wish. But I was the only unlucky one to be able to escape. You're not unlucky, Naruto. You're just lucky one that escaped. All of my loved ones, everyone I loved, just sacrificed their life for me. I just don't. It's alright. We are here for you. I know it doesn't make up for all the loss, but when the previous bonds ends, it is time to form the new ones. Isn't it right? Yes, it is. Thank you. And after that, we see many years passed as Naruto was now training Bruce to become the proper Matriarch of the Vane Empire. And after many years we see a young Bruce Wayne standing in a huge cave with a lot of different sort of equipment and all. Because he has, a few years back, taken the mentality of the Batman with the blessing of his master, who has kept this a secret from his parents, and has been protecting the city in the night time. As currently he was looking into one of his old arch nemesis, the Joker's files, because he has escaped the Rogues Gallery again. And even though he had friends in high places, as well as friends with great power, such as the Justice League, he wanted to take care of this all by himself and alone. Ah, Bruce, what are you doing here? Your parents are getting worried. You should probably go up. I sent you a clone there. Since I gave you the ability to use chakra, you have been just abusing that. Not like you don't, Sensei. Then again, that is right. So, did you find about that brat of yours with Al Ghul girl? Talia Al Ghul. She drugged me, you know. I know, but he is your son. And both of them, I sense, they're approaching in. And probably are going to make a scene. I don't know why. Maybe she just wants to give Bruce the kid. Ah, hey Dick, said Naruto to his other student alongside Bruce and his apprentice, otherwise now known as Nightwing, and aside with him was Barbara Gordon and all. So Naruto, what brought you in back? You know, got tired of the mission that I was sent on with by Master Wayne and all. It was just to make sure that all of the entourage just successfully arrived back. So how many hitmen were hired? This time around 800 hitmen from all different states and as well as from different parts of the world. It was quite hard to track them all down, and it all leads to one person. Who? Lex Luthor. He spent it down almost $108 million to hunt down your parents' entourage so that this deal was given to him. Luthor needs to pay for this, and needs to be put behind bars, said Bruce. But without proper evidence. I knew you were going to ask that. Here you go. Thanks, Sensei. Well, gotta get going now. You know my date with that Amazon woman. She's gonna kill me if I'm late. With Diana? Well, have fun. As now we see Naruto arriving at Metropolis City, where we see a huge cafe was created. Inside that cafe we see a woman devouring pie, quite, well, ferociously, and angrily as well, as the other guests were getting scared by her. And this woman was none other than Diana Prince, otherwise known as Wonder Woman. Hey Diana, sorry you're late. I'm sorry, I told you. It was just a little bit of, mission that I told you that I was on, and it took a lot of time to come here. You should have just stayed there if you didn't want to come, she said, getting up. Wait, you're gonna just place the bill on me? Yes, that will be $12,000, sir. What? How much did she eat? Let's just say you don't want to know. As after that, Naruto begrudgingly paid it with his card, and after that chased after the woman. As we see him, Diana walking on a dark alleyway street until she was pushed and pulled into an alleyway, where she was now being hugged. But she didn't feel threatened or didn't instantly went into a battle stance. This is getting way too much obvious, Naruto. How did you know it was me? Because you always do this whenever I am mad. I'm sorry, my little princess. I told you that it was something urgent, and I needed to take care of it. Promise that you won't be late next time? I promise. As they were about to kiss, that is when we see their Justice League, badge went off. It was Superman. We all need you back at the tower. Okay, as now we see all of them inside the main Justice League's Watchtower conference room. So all of we are gathered here? Yes. As Clark then said, so the reason I gathered you all here is because John has been looking into the satellites and he has picked up images of Darkseid approaching us. Darkseid? But I thought we dealt with him last time, said Naruto. Yes, but we found out that he has some cloning system, so he cloned himself. The damn bastard. Why don't I go down at, Apocalypse and end him once and for all? Sensei, as much as I would like you to go there, but that is still too dangerous. So, you are not, hey, nothing will happen, You're not invincible, Sensei, and that is something you need to know. know your limits. Even you run out of chakra sometimes. Okay, fine, I won't, said Naruto. As Dina then said, otherwise known as Black Canary, is he really your sensei? Sometimes you look like you're the one who should be his. Well, he has his childish sides as well, but otherwise, when it comes to battle and all, he's the one to listen. Yeah, I still can't forget the day when he beated me. Wait, said Flash. He beated you, Clark? Yep. We had a, arm wrestle match, and I lost badly. Let's just say after that I didn't, tried to, get in his way. You know Big Blue better than that, said Naruto. So, what are we gonna do with this, John? Well, Naruto-san, I have an opinion. Why don't we send out some of the big hitters from our side? Because he's almost a galaxy away. We can go there and stop him there, and stop him once and for all for causing this madness and damage. But there will be a lot of other planets that he might or is invading at the time. That is why the Green Lantern Corps is certainly trying to intervene as we speak, said John Stewart, one of the Green Lanterns, as Hal Jordan said, and they are getting beaten, John. We have to do this. Hal, but we have our own sector to watch over. One of us should remain here. Guy Gardner is another Green Lantern, remember? And he can remain here. That guy is hot-headed. He doesn't know how to control his powers. He will go rampant here. Some of us will remain here. How about this? Superman, me, and Diana will go. And John can come. Hal, you will remain here. What? No, I'm going with you. Hal, you are the last line of defense. And Guy really needs someone to hold him back. Because that guy doesn't listen to anyone. And needs to chill. And that is final. What do you say, Clark? Should we? I agree with you. Wait, what about me? Bruce, I cannot throw you into the fire. You have to remain here, but I can help. Someone needs to watch over all of them. And John, you will tell them beforehand, and they will prepare for a battle. It is time to initiate. If we fall, the Black Code. You mean you're gonna send in the kids as well? Young Justice have been prepared. This is the final last ride. They are going to make a stand for and prove themselves to be the heroes. As Cyborg then came in and said, Sir, but with all due respect, they're just kids. So were you all. But you had to make a stand at one point. So have they. This is not a drill. This is the final battle that we have to do. And knowing him, I cannot stop him alone. Neither can Clark, because he has a lot of power. And this time around he will be back tenfold strong. Naruto-san is right, said John. We have to be prepared for the worst, and that is why we will do as you say. And after that we see Superman, Diana, and John Stewart as well as Naruto themselves were sent out on a suicide mission. And when they arrived, they had to fight huge armadas and armies of Darkseid until they reach him. But they were heavily panting, and some of them were even captured. And Naruto, at that time, decided to release his all power. I think I have to release the whole power. Kurama, I'm sorry, old friend, but it's alright, kid. I guess I'll have to do this. As we see a huge nine-tailed fox rising from the shadow, appear and turn into a huge avatar of golden nine-tailed fox. On its head we see Naruto, and we see Naruto charging in, as Darkseid army and whole forces were being reduced to nothing more than rebels now. As Diana and everyone else took this chance to free themselves and fight back, and that is when we see Naruto panting heavily in front of Darkseid on one knee. Wow, that took a huge toll on my body. How many years has it been since I used your chakra? I told you, idiot, you should practice. Showing a huge nine-tailed fox avatar in the world, yeah, that could be quite catastrophic. And that is why I thought that I won't need it. And that is why you're an idiot. Your chakra coils are now currently overpowered, and they need rest, and so do you. Okay, but I still have to use this. As Naruto's hand extended, as a Rasengan was formed until it morphed into something more, as a whizzing sound was heard. Put on. Rasen Shuriken. As Naruto slammed the Rasen Shuriken on Darkseid's face, making it explode alongside him. As Diana screamed, Naruto, no! As we see the three of the Justice League's members approach the site, which was now turning to rubbles. They have won, but they saw Naruto completely injured, and his top half of the armor was exploded, and his body was visible. And his arm, using the Rasen Shuriken after such a long time, has taken a huge toll. His nerves were damaged, and his arm was turning blue. As this all saw something rising from Naruto's stomach, as a huge fox head appeared. Oi, all of you. You're the Gaki's friends, aren't you? He said. Who are you? I am his older friend, way before you. Anyway, he needs help. He needs rest. Get him somewhere safe. And after that, let me handle all of the damage that has been done to his body. Seriously, after all these years, Brad hasn't learned how to control himself. As now we see Naruto opening his eyes, as he saw that he was laying in his own room, back at the Wayne Manor, and he was surrounded by some people. And these people were none other than Bruce, Thomas, Martha, Alfred, and Barbara and Dick, as well as none other than his own girlfriend, Diana. You are a big idiot, you know that? Well, I gotta stop him somehow. Seriously, Sensei, that is why I told you to let me come on that. No, I told you that field trip was not for you, and that is why henceforth you are not told to go. You had your duties here, remember? What field trip? What are you all talking about? Said Thomas. Since when are you doing things behind my back, Bruce? What I mean is that, well, he had to go and deliver some documents all the way to, well, you know, Canada. And, while being there, let's just say he went to meet his girlfriend and things went south when they went on camping. Seriously, what were you thinking trying to pull up a tree? Well, you know, gotta flex in front of a woman and all. As Martha and Thomas began to laugh, and after wishing him well, they finally left. Seriously, Sensei, I told you that I should be on that ship. And if you had been, there would have been another one that I have to watch over. Hey, since when did you were watching over us? Said Diana. If anything else, we had to pull you out of the danger. I'm sorry, okay? It's just that this time I wasn't sure, because I knew that I had to use my full strength. So, you mean that you were ready to sacrifice yourself? As everyone got serious. Yep. And that is why I told you to initiate Code Black, because I knew that I was going to fall. I sensed his power. It was immense. He might have found a way to replicate my, well, chakra coils and chakra, which is in itself something quite dangerous. As Bruce's eyes narrowed, we have to start training as well. Barbara, Dick, you with me. We're gonna start preparing and train. Alright, I need to prepare for my inner gates as well, said Barbara as she went off. As Diana and now Naruto were left, as Alfred then said, Good rest. Take a good rest, Naruto. You need it. Thanks, Alfred. Now, what are we gonna do about our date? Is that all you can think about? Well, you're fine now, you idiot. We'll go. We'll definitely go. How about we go to my island this time around and you can ask for my hand in marriage from my mother? Alright, we can do that after I'm done. As now we see a peaceful universe with the death of Darkseid. But back in Apocalypse we see a new Darkseid was being created. This time around with more perfected chakra coils. And he knew that he will come back. Or at least Naruto knew. But something was sure with Naruto, that he certainly needed to train with Kurama once more. Will he be able to do that? Stay tuned for the next short story of, well, Naruto in Dragon Ball Z, seriously? Naruto in DC Universe. Well, anyway, my last brain cell is close to dying out, and yeah, because of the medicine, I am talking now gibberish now. So I cannot continue on the stories. This is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel. If you like the content of this channel, yeah, I'm gonna go and rest. Now, peace.